So just like that, spring has sprung. It's nice to finally see some green instead of 6 months of brown and gray. Today was pretty much the first complete mowing. You know, the last couple weeks I was hitting it as needed in different places, but today was the first day. Did all the trimming, all the mowing, and everything looks good. You know, it didn't take much cleanup from winter. Oh, and by the way, something worth a mention, as you know, zero-turn mowers are known to kind of beat you around a little bit. This steel with that nice seat and all the suspension, game changer. It is a really nice ride. So before we get started with today's video, I want to show you something. Now right now I'm using a little GoPro, just holding it in my hand, but you can see the pavilion down there at the wood yard, and on the other side of the pavilion is the wood bunker. Well, I took a picture yesterday from right about where I'm standing. Let me show you that picture. That's pretty impressive. Let me show you what I used. So check this out. This is a Sony A7. I bought this camera a couple months ago, and primarily I just used this inside, but that all changed since I bought this lens. We were in West Yellowstone, and there's a camera shop there, and the guy that owns it, he's been a photographer for like 50 years. Very knowledgeable. It was kind of a spontaneous purchase, although I've been wanting something like this for the longest time. I'll use this both here and down in West Virginia, mostly for, you know, wildlife pictures. But it's incredible. That picture that I showed you from down at the wood yard, actually I think I took it from standing on the patio here. It's about 110 yards to the wood pile, and you can literally see the grain in that pile of red oak. It's amazing. All right, we're out here at the never-ending clearing project, although I do think the end is in sight. I need to get this wrapped up in the next week or two, and I think it's possible depending on the weather, but we've got a lot of work to do between now and then. I've got a giant brush pile over there. As soon as it rains, I'm going to light that up, and things will start to clean up pretty quick. But once I get this section done over here, I took maybe 6 or 7 more smaller trees out today. They're pretty gnarly. Dead locust, a rotten maple, and a little cherry. There's a little bit of firewood in here, but most of this will go to the burn pit. I got this huge cherry stump out of here, and my approach to these is, I think it's just easier on the machine. You can't get in a hurry. You probably noticed I just start all around the outside of it. These cherries still have probably 10 or 12 big roots, like 6 or 7 inches in diameter, and they go out in all directions. So I just dig all around it and then just kind of slide it out of the way. But you end up with a giant hole here. And what I'm going to do is kind of sort out some of the roots, fill that in, and then I'll still need some more dirt. But I've got a big pile of topsoil over on that other side that came off the road when I stripped the topsoil off the road. So once I get the rest of these stumps out of here, there's another big one somewhere. Yeah, right here. That's a huge one too. That's the last of the big stumps. So I'll get this all cleaned up, get that big stump out of there. Gonna rake everything in and towards the burn pile. I'm not gonna put any more on it until I burn it down some, so I may start another pile over there. Then, I'm just kind of talking out loud here. You can kind of see where water was laying? Right in here, there's a puddle. This is all where stumps were. So they settle over time, which I expected. But I need to just bring all that topsoil in here and sprinkle it over top of it and get everything graded up. It's really flat, but it does drain this direction by where I'm standing. So if I can put a little bit of dirt in these low spots, get it all graded up, rake it, and then we'll seed it. I figure I have about a month before that Japanese stilt grass wants to start growing. So I want to get something growing on this pretty quick. This is that massive pile. I'll be able to get most of this burn up, keep feeding stumps to it, and then over there on the edge of the hill, more like a cliff, I do have a stump pile over there. But if I can get all of this done and then just leave this as kind of a work area. I do have a few more trees to clear over here, tons of firewood in here. But that way, all this will be good to go. All right, I piled up some more brush. That's about as high as I can stack it. I got one more big stump here, another big cherry. It's gonna move a little stuff out of the way. I also like to just kind of rake the surface a little bit get any sticks and roots that are close to the surface, and then, you know, separate that stuff out. But I'm going to do this one like I did the last one. Just dig all around it. Set the roots off to the side. And then slide it out of the hole. So it is, I'm trying to think what day it is. It's Thursday. Yeah. We got back from our trip out west Monday night. And it was pretty late in the evening, and I slept good there Monday night. Tuesday morning, I was ready to hit the ground running. I tore into a bunch of stuff, and actually thought it was kind of weird that I wasn't tired, and I got all through Tuesday, and then last night, man, I was done. I fell asleep on the couch, and Wednesday, I got some stuff done, but I just kind of felt a little sluggish. It was like a delayed effect or something. I don't know. But I feel good today. Besides, the allergies are really kicking in now. Melissa and I both had some kind of head and chest thing when we were out west. It wasn't too bad. And then got over that and came home, and the pollen is just piling up on everything. So then I like to pile some dirt out of the way. This will be stuff that I kind of backfill the hole with. But I don't get too excited with these stumps. If you just get the ripping and tearing and banging on it, you're really not getting anywhere, and you're just kind of hard on your machine. But the cherries, as long as I get about 2 feet deep all the way around it, break through all those roots, it'll be able to slide right out of there. But you got to get all the way around it. 3 sides won't cut it. I was watching a video there last night. You know what I think's weird? Now, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my thing. Is having a cameraman for stuff like this. Now, if you're, you know, doing interviews or something like that, or, you know, just like doing reviews on equipment or something, I get it. It would be kind of handy to have someone to deal with all that stuff. Because, like, audio is the hardest part. Believe it or not. You would think that the video part would be difficult. That's easy. Getting the audio right and making sure you didn't have any problems is the tough part with audio. You know, you forget to hit one button, or you do one thing, or there's some horrible wind noise. So for that, it would be kind of nice to have someone that would just like take care of that stuff. And then you could concentrate on your video, you know, what you're doing. But for like what we do, you know, sometimes I'll have Melissa or Levi just come out for a little bit to get a few shots or something to make the video more interesting. But I just think it's weird. For me, I would not want somebody out here in the woods just following me around all day. I think I wouldn't be into that at all. Especially someone that's like not in your family. Like hiring a camera person to follow me around, I think would be weird. And I don't think it's, I don't know. It's just my opinion. Like I said, everyone can do their own thing. But it just wouldn't be as authentic. What I try to do in my videos is just kind of show you what I'm doing when I'm doing it. Just like one guy. And not make a professional film production out of it. But everybody's different. So I was trying to catch up on the news a little bit when I got home. We listen to a lot of podcasts and things when you're on the road, but just the actual news. And oh, I couldn't believe it. We were out west. I think I was in Wyoming, and I heard it was like live news, but they brought up Sheetz, you know, the convenience store that Hunter and I always go to. And yeah, they're getting like sued by the federales or something. And to the best of my understanding, they're suing them because they do background checks on their employees. And I don't know. But yeah, they said it, they're being racist because they were, I don't even know. But it's basically because they're doing background checks and it wasn't fair or something, and they were talking about it on a radio station out west. But all I can tell you about Sheetz is they run a smooth operation. I'm telling you. All the employees are nice. They have that made to order, like a kiosk thing, tons of stuff on the menu. Hunter loves it, I love it, and I think they should keep doing exactly what they're doing, because they do run a very smooth operation. I thought it was weird that the president was there at his Sheetz buying sandwiches for someone, you know, big staged photo op thing, and then the next day the feds filed a lawsuit against Sheetz. Couldn't believe it. Smooth operation though. I like any company, big or small, and they pay well too. You wouldn't think like a convenience store, but they pay well. I mentioned in a video a few weeks ago, I was talking to one of their employees one day. It's an older lady, and she worked at a hospital for years and retired and was kind of bored, and she got a job at Sheetz. She said she absolutely loves it. So kudos to Sheetz. There's a big root over on this side here. We're getting her though. I don't think this one will be as difficult as the last one. At least from what I'm feeling so far. See, like right there, that's not coming. So just move over a little bit, where that root's just a little smaller, and boom, it breaks. Once I get this one out, I think I'm going to go back to the house, go down to the wood yard and get the grapple on the skid loader, start cleaning everything up around here, getting it closer to my brush pile there, and then I'm going to rake everything with the grapple to get out, you know, any remaining sticks or roots. And at that point, we'll be ready to start bringing the topsoil over to fill in those low spots. And if we get it pretty nice, meaning all the sticks and roots out, I may even bring the tractor out with the land plane tomorrow, shine it all up, rake it, seed it. But yet I still don't know what I'm going to put on it. I'm thinking just a ryegrass, to tell you the truth. The little bit of green you see now, that's winter rye. The deer seem to like it, and I know I can get it coming in quick and thick, which is what I need to prevent the Japanese stilt grass from rearing its ugly, ugly head. Get these roots out of here. So we got 3 sides done so far. One more to go. Big root. I didn't fill that last stump hole in. I'll do that with the skid loader. Come on. Oh yeah. I love that when it just breaks free. But if you have never cleared any land before, out of all different types like dirt moving and construction, I think land clearing is one of the most difficult things there is. That's why all land clearing equipment is like big, heavy, huge horsepower, you know, like forestry mulchers and big skidders and big excavators. You need big iron. Like this machine here is fantastic and you can get it done with it, but honestly, this is not a machine that you would, you know, if you're a land clearing contractor, you would not be doing this with a 13,000 pound excavator. But on your own property, you run what you got. Oh yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. I haven't even tested this one yet. Normally I'll kind of reach over and just give it a little wiggle, but there's no sense until you get all these roots out. Oh yeah. What do you think? Give it a little wiggle, see what happens. Wow, nothing's happening. We'll do the twist. Grab one side then the other and kind of twist it off like you're unscrewing a bottle. It's moving. I'll go to the other side. Just kind of wiggle it out of there. Imagine how heavy that thing is. This was a stump that last fall I knew it'd be kind of a handful, so I just kind of like, I'll leave it there for a while, get it later kind of thing. Well, it's now later. I think I will push just a little dirt in there. get it close. Try to get the shale back where it belongs, down lower, you know what I mean? And then good 6 inches of topsoil on top. It's out. I'm gonna go get the skid loader now, start cleaning up all this mess, move all these stumps over by the burn pile, rake everything, fill in the stump holes, get as much woody material out of here as I can, kind of half grade it up a bit, then it'll be ready for topsoil. All right, we're gonna run back to the wood yard, get the skid loader, we'll put the grapple on it and come on back out. But this is the topsoil that I'll use to put out there in the clearing. There's a bunch of roots in it, but I'll get most of them out. I want to show you how nice this road looks now since it's been getting green. I'll give you a quick tour here. Alrighty, that looks much better. If you can't tell, I actually have a method to my madness here. I'm working on this area down here, okay? And I'm bringing everything this direction. Once it rains, like I said, I will burn that giant brush pile. Once it burns down, I can get on the excavator, kind of go through that pile of debris over there. There's a few stumps in there, roots, and things like that. I can kind of pick through that with the excavator, throw on the hot coals of the fire. But I'm trying to work everything this direction, because out that way there's a little trail about 100 yards. And what I have left of stumps that don't burn, I have a stump pile over there right where the hill drops off over. It's real steep down in there, and it'll be out of the way. Eventually it'll rot down, but it'll be a while. This is where those trees were a couple hours ago, right in there. And I can't even remember, but that one real big stump was right there. I think the other one was in here somewhere. This will need a little bit of topsoil in here where those low spots are. It needs brought up some, but we'll take care of that. But yeah, it's going to be, it's shaping up really good. Nice dirt. Yeah, there was another big stump down there. You can see the dip there. You know, looking at it now, considering all the time that I have out here, it's really not that much. I work out here just kind of as time allows and when I have a free afternoon or something. But I spent probably 30 or 40 hours just digging stumps. And if I had to do it all over again, I may have gotten a stump grinder. I'm not sure. The only thing I don't like about the stump grinder is a lot of these roots are very close to the surface, and you'd have to root all them out anyway. I don't know. And it wouldn't be one for like a tractor. It'd have to be a regular, you know, commercial, industrial stump grinder for this many stumps. And there were some big trees in here, but, and then when I'd be done, what would I do with it? I don't know. But it's working out the way it is. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. I really appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter. Go to outdoorswiththemorgans.com, our website. There will be a pop-up. Enter your email, and you will be signed up for our newsletter. Appreciate you being here. Catch you on the next one.